chapter. So that is nothing but the respiration and circulation. So as far as the old syllabus is concerned, so respiration is for the 11th standard and circulation chapter is for the 12th standard. So these chapters combines together to form the chapter. So that is nothing but the respiration and circulation in the new syllabus of the Maharashtra State Board in a 12th standard. So we want to study first of all the meaning of respiration as well as the circulation. So first of all we want to study the respiration. So respiration, it is a biochemical process of oxidation of organic compounds in an orderly manner for the liberation of chemical energy in the form of ATP. So it is the biochemical process of oxidation of organic compounds in an orderly manner for the liberation of chemical energy is in the form of ATP. So ATP is the one of the form of energy, the long form of ATP. So that is nothing but the adenosine triphosphate. And the another term, so that is nothing but the circulation. So circulation is also one of the process in which the flow of the blood is takes place in a circular manner. So that is called as the circulation. So these are the important process as far as the living organisms are concerned. So there are respiration and circulation. So these are the processes which are carried out in the living organism. Like that, another processes which are also carried out in the organism. But in this chapter, we are focused on the respiration as well as the circulation. So it is the simple process in which the organic compounds are get converted into the complex organic food materials are converted into the simple form is in the form of ATP. So this is the reaction which shows the process of respiration in which the glucose molecules combine with the oxygen to form the carbon dioxide, water and 38 ATP molecules which are liberated from the single glucose molecule. So for the respiration, the respiratory surface is important. So we want to study what is meant by respiratory surface. So the site of gases exchange, so that is called as the respiratory surface. That means where the process of respiration takes place. So that site is called as the respiratory surface. So there are different features of respiratory surface. The first feature, so that is nothing but the respiratory surface should have large surface area. So it is very important. If the area is large, then the respiration process which is carried out fastly. So another feature, so that is nothing but the respiratory surface which should be thin, highly vascular as well as permeable to allow the exchange of gases. For the respiration, the surface should be thin. It should be thin, highly vascular and permeable to allow the exchange of gases. If exchange of gases takes place, at that time there is carried out the process of respiration. And the third feature, so that is nothing but it should be moist. For carried out the easy respiration process, the surface should be moist. So these are the three important features as far as the respiration process is considered. So there are different respiratory surfaces in different organisms. So we want to study we are summarized these respiratory surfaces in this table. So in this table shows the organisms, their habit and respiratory surface. So the first organism group, so that is nothing but the protists, sponges and coelenterids. So they are found in the aquatic habitat and they shows plasma membrane as a respiratory surface. For the respiration, they use the plasma membrane. As well as the another group, so that is nothing but the flatworm, annelids and amphibians. For example, in amphibia, the frog is present. So they are present in the aquatic or the semi-aquatic condition, or they having the aquatic or semi-aquatic habitat. So they shows the respiratory surface, so that is nothing but the plasma membrane and moist skin. For example, in frog, the moist skin play important role in the respiration process during that frog on the terrestrial habitat. When it is present in the aquatic habitat, so at that time it uses the plasma membrane as well as the moist skin. Then the another group, so that is nothing but the insects. So these are the terrestrial habitat and they having the respiratory surface, so that is nothing but the tracheal tubes as well as the spiracles. So these are the respiratory surface. Then the another group, so that is nothing but the arachnoids, which contains the spider and scorpion. So they are also terrestrial and they having the bucculums. In 11th standard, we studied about the kingdom Animalia. In that, we studied the different respiratory surface or respiratory organ. So the spider, which having the bucculums for the respiration. Then another group, so that is nothing but the amphibian tadpole of the frog, which is aquatic and it having the respiratory surface, so that is nothing but the external gills. By using external gills, they play important role in the respiration process. As well as the another group, so that is nothing but the fish, which are aquatic one and they having the internal gills. So for respiration, they using the internal gills. Then the reptiles and birds, so they are the terrestrial organisms and they use the lungs as the respiratory surface, as well as human being also having the lungs for the respiration. So in human being, in this chapter we want to study the respiratory system in human being. So human respiratory system, which is divided into the different parts, so that is nothing but the external respiratory system or external part of respiratory system and internal part of respiratory system. But we want to study all these parts in detail in a next lecture. So today we are studying with the respiration, what is my respiration, as well as the respiratory surface and the features of respiratory surfaces, as well as the respiratory surfaces in different organisms which showing the different habitat. So thank you, keep studying, so as well as stay in home. Thank you.